Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to another video. So, the year's coming to an end and there's no new games to benchmark and make videos on. I will happily welcome the new year, seeing the views on my channel plummet to new lows, finally breaking the limit set by some of the frame rates of AAA games this year. Why not take a look back at the year that gave us so much? From unoptimized PC games to downright broken ports, this year had it all. 2022, the year which made you regret spending $2,000 on your PC the previous year and selling off your kidney to the lowest bidder. If 2021 was the year which made us poor by the astronomical prices of PC hardware, 2022 made us realize how huge a mistake we did by paying those absurd prices for graphics cards just the year before. The year started off with Dying Light 2, one of the most anticipated games, and immediately brought our graphics cards down to its knees. The ray tracing effects were so heavy even on 3000 series cards that instead of zombies, the frame rate became the real enemy. Even without ray tracing, the game ran just okay. It was just a sign of things to come. And oh boy, there were some scary things coming up just a couple weeks later. Elden Ring, the game of the year, which ran like the shame of the year on PC. The game stuttered, stopped, lagged, and bent over while running on PC, just how I play Souls games myself. Everyone was telling me to play what probably is one of the best games ever made, and there I was with my excuse of god-awful PC optimization for not playing a Souls game. And as always, I was right. The lag and the stutter made Melania feel like a mini-boss. Another anticipated game and another fork in the ass for PC gamers. And then the dry season started. All potential releases between March and October of 2022 got delayed and pushed back to 23. The months felt as if video games don't even exist. My YouTube channel became a freaking desert. The spell was drier than Stormy Daniels' tushy after seeing Donald Trump naked for the first time. Being single and with no video games almost turned me into a crypto investor. Then September came along, and with it came the real scamsters of the gaming world. Nvidia, with new graphics card announcements. The RTX 4000 series cards were announced, and as usual, they jacked up the prices of yet another generation to highs only Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos can dream of touching. Though the biggest scam they tried to pull was sell a RTX 4070 in garb of a RTX 4080 and asking $800 for that shit. But this time, we finally got our heads out of Nvidia's stinky ass and pushed back at them. They hilariously cancelled the 12GB RTX 4080. Their reasoning was more absurd than those I come up with for not having a girlfriend for the last 30 years or not moving out of my parents' house. But the real ass-kicking of PC gaming community was still waiting in the last 3 months of the year. October brought us Gotham Knights, arguably the best worst game of the year, released in a long time. Imagine how Gotham City would be without Batman prowling around and smashing the bad guys. Yeah, the game ran exactly like that on PC and even on consoles. You throw a $3,000 graphics card at it and the fucker still wouldn't know what the hell to do with it. How to use that to render those pixels on Batgirl's ass. The game simply refused to use more than 50% of your graphics card. It was like that employee on notice period who simply won't work more than 50% of his capacity. If the game being bad wasn't enough, it ran so horribly on PC that instead of fighting criminals and putting them behind the bars, PC gamers felt like the developers were the real criminals for having no idea of where to put a for loop and where to use for each loop. The optimization was so bad. But wait, the biggest slap in the face of PC gamers was yet to come in the last month of the year. December saw the release of the Callisto Protocol, one of the most anticipated survival horror games of the year. And yeah, we did have to survive against the god-awful PC port that it came up with. It was arguably one of the worst PC ports to have come out in recent times. The game ran just fine on consoles, but on PC, it simply ran like a fat dude running with his shit on his head on a slippery floor. The shader compilation stutter was so bad, it made the game a PowerPoint presentation and sent Alex Battaglia from Digital Foundry into a chronic depression. Although the stuttering was somewhat fixed a couple of days later, the game is still broken on PC. No matter how powerful a card you have, you turn on RT and see the entire code base crumble in front of your eyes. Surviving the PC version of Callisto Protocol was the scariest survival horror shit I have ever played. And if that was not enough, the year ended on the sweetest note possible. It completed the ass-kicking of PC gamers that started with Dying Light 2 at the start of the year by ruining our memories of what is the best game ever made, The Witcher 3. With the release of the next-gen version on PC, whatever dreams we had of playing this masterpiece once again with modern tech got flushed down the ray trace toilet. The Witcher 3 Next Gen runs horribly on PC if you turn on ray tracing. The game looks mind-fuckingly awesome, but runs slower than my 100-year-old grandma with a broken knee. 2022 was really not the year to be a PC gamer. Most of the games that came out on PC were either fundamentally broken or ran like Hank Schrader in Season 4 of Breaking Bad. But hey, at least we got Spider-Man, God of War and Uncharted 4 on PC this year, the games which were walking simulators until the point they released on PC and when suddenly they became the best games ever made. Will 2023 be a better year for the PC crowd? Can we expect the game developers at least respect the fact that we sold our houses and some of us even our wives to buy graphics cards in 2021? The fact that we chose perpetual poverty just to get some more pixels rendered on our PC and brag that to our $500 console peasant friend and still get PC ports that runs like constipated shit is just sad. But hey, we can always hope, right? That one day we will get a game that looks, plays and runs like a dream on whatever PCs we are rocking. Here's hoping to better PC ports, better games and some more self-respect for me in 2023. Happy New Year, fellas, and please like, subscribe and share my videos. Self-respect doesn't really count here, so here's my begging to you. Please subscribe. See you on a brand new year. Take care.